is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On 1st down, Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
Check, check, check. Here we go. 43 is the mark, boy. 43. Check, check, 43. Let's get this. Go field.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? In the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
The tackle made.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds. right around the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Number 23.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Carry for the running back.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hold, absolutely perfect.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
For the running back.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a handoff looking right. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
First and goal at the 9.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run with Peterson. And the Giants are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A great play there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Chris Boswell.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they'll scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Play action. Now it's Allen. On the move to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
Here's Allen. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
For the point after.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this carries into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to air one out. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
You think you gonna get this? My 50. I smell fear in that offense.
A final shot before half for Allen. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sterling Hofrichter set to kick off.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
43 is the mic. Here we go. Easy, opposite. 43 is the mic. Hey, easy. Blue dad. Hey, easy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner. I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lead.
And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
First down, Cleveland.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready? 95, 56, 95, 56, 43. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Oh, I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Greg Joseph.
4th down, and on is Greg Joseph for the Browns field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Breeze. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
Right down.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants 35, Browns nothing. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. And that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On play action, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Plays and out. It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Terrell Suggs. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Giants 42, Browns nothing. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Cleveland.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete.
Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Browns.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw is Breeze. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Flushed out right. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Breeze now on first down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rob Gronkowski with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Giants 42.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Set to kick off.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 20, 10,
no, sir. No,
touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will swell by one more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Terrell Suggs racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Breeze going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
56.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Giants 56, Browns 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you will.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Byron Jones brought him down. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
43 is the mic.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze.
Rolling to his right. He'll run it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. Well, partner. I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout
Gain of a yard.
as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try.
On for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a late season stumble as they're going to fall to 12-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.